Hello everyone, I'm Nisa and welcome to Smart Brains Academy. I'm a first year student in the BIT program at UCSC. I'm really excited to share my knowledge and help you learn through this channel. To get you started, I'm offering the first class completely free right here on YouTube, so you can get a feel for what we do. If you enjoy it and want to continue learning, the rest of the classes are available through a paid program. For the grade 6 ICT course, the fee is only 6,000 rupees. You can pay in 3 easy installments. Once you join, I'll add you to my Google Classroom where you'll get access to all the exclusive lessons. To join the paid course, you just need to make the payment and send me your email so I can add you to the class. The paid classes will be shared as private videos, only accessible to enrolled students. So it's a safe and focused learning space. If you have any questions or want to get in touch, feel free to contact me at smartbrainsacademy786@gmail.com. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to watch the free class, and if you like it, I'd love to have you join the full course. Alright, so let's get started. Today we are beginning Chapter 1, Importance of Computers. First of all, what is a computer? A computer is an electronic device that helps us store information, process data, and perform tasks quickly and accurately. So let's read. Functions of a computer. The basic functions of a computer are entering data, processing them, and producing processed data. That is, input, process, output. First is input. This means putting information into the computer. It's how we tell the computer what to do. For example, when you type on a keyboard or click with a mouse or touch the screen or even speak through a microphone, you are giving input to the computer. So remember, input is what we give to the computer. Next is processing. This is when the computer thinks and works on the information it got. The computer follows instructions or programs to process the input. For example, it might solve a math problem, edit a photo, or calculate scores in a game. So, processing is like the computer's brain working. It's the thinking part. Then there is output. This is how the computer shows us the result of its work. It could be images on the monitor, sounds from the speaker, or a printed page from a printer. So, output is what the computer shows or gives back to us. Let me give you a simple example with a game. When you play a game, what is the input? It is you pressing buttons on the controller. The process? It's the computer that runs the game rules and calculates what happened next. Output will be the game appears that on the screen for you to see and play. So next, significant features of a computer. Speed and efficiency. It can finish any given task within a very short time. It can perform billions of tasks in a second. A computer works very fast. It can do thousands of calculations in just a few seconds. Things that would take humans hours can be done by a computer almost instantly. That's why we say computers save a lot of time and effort. Accuracy. It can provide correct information when correct instructions and data are given. When we give correct instructions and data, a computer gives correct answers every time. It doesn't make careless mistakes like humans do. If there is an error, it's usually because the person entered the wrong information, not because of the computer. Reliability. You can rely on the process and the output. A computer can be trusted to do the same work again and again without getting tired. It doesn't feel sleepy or bored. You can use it for many hours and it will still work properly. Consistency. It produces consistent output when the same input is given. A computer gives the same result every time for the same task. It doesn't change its answer based on moods or feelings. Whether you use it today or tomorrow, the result will always be the same. Storage capacity. It can store large amount of data. It can obtain them at any given time for any process. A computer can store a huge amount of information. It can save thousands of documents, pictures, videos, and songs. And it can remember this information for a very long time without forgetting. Cost. Though the initial cost is high, the maintenance cost is not so. Using computers can actually save money. One computer can do the work of many people in offices, banks, and schools. So, even though buying a computer costs money, it helps reduce expenses in the long run. Intelligence. It can act according to the given instructions, but it cannot take decisions on its own like a human being. Even though computers look smart, they are not intelligent like humans. They cannot think, feel, or make decisions on their own. They only work according to the instructions given by people. So, to sum up, computers are fast, accurate, reliable, consistent, can store a lot of data, help reduce costs, but they cannot think by themselves. Devices with embedded computers. Equipment like washing machines, mobile phones, modern motor vehicles, and modern televisions are operated by computer programs. Computer programs included in such equipment are known as embedded computer systems. Let's look at some examples. First, a washing machine. Inside a modern washing machine, there is a small computer. This computer controls how much water goes in, how long the clothes are washed, when to rinse, and when to spin. When you select a wash program, the embedded computer follows those instructions automatically. Without this small computer, washing machines would not work properly. Next, a smartphone. A smartphone has embedded computers inside it that control different functions. They help the phone make calls, send messages, take photos, connect to the internet, and even recognize your fingerprint or face. All these things happen because of embedded computers working quietly inside the phone. Now let's talk about modern cars. Modern cars have many embedded computers inside them. These computers control the engine, airbags, brakes, fuel usage, and even parking sensors. For example, when a car senses danger and applies brakes automatically, that is an embedded computer at work. They make cars safer and smarter. Finally, a smart television. A smart TV also has an embedded computer. It helps the TV connect to the internet, open apps like YouTube or Netflix, adjust picture and sound quality, and respond to the remote control. This small computer turns a normal TV into a smart one. So, embedded computers are everywhere around us. They are inside machines and devices, helping them work automatically, efficiently, and intelligently, even though we cannot see them. So, let's identify the components of a computer. This is a display, this is a speaker, and this is a mouse, a keyboard, a system unit, an internet router. A computer is a unit which consists of many parts. We can categorize those parts into components according to the nature of the functions they do. Input devices, output devices, central processing unit, also known as the CPU, main memory, storage devices, communication devices. Input devices. The devices which are used to enter data and instructions to computers are called input devices. For example, when you type using a keyboard, click with a mouse, speak using a microphone, or touch the screen, you are giving input to the computer. So, input devices help us talk to the computer. So, there are some examples given in your book. They are mouse, keyboard, microphone, web camera, barcode reader, scanner. Output devices. Devices which are used to retrieve the data and information are called output devices. For example, the monitor shows pictures and text. Speakers play a sound and a printer prints information on a paper. So, output devices help the computer talk back to us. Central Processing Unit (CPU). Controlling the computer and processing data according to the given instructions are done by the CPU. The central processing unit is located inside the system unit. It cannot be seen from the outside. The CPU is called the brain of the computer. It does all the thinking and decision making. It processes the input, follows instructions, and tells other parts what to do. Without the CPU, the computer cannot work at all. Main memory. The device which is used to store data, information, and instructions temporarily is identified as the main memory or the primary memory. It is also called the random access memory. For example, when you open a game or a document, it is loaded into the RAM. But when you turn off the computer, everything in RAM is lost. So RAM is fast memory, but it is temporary. Storage devices. The devices which are used to store data, information, and instructions are called storage devices. There are two types of storage devices. They are internal storage devices and external storage devices. Internal storage devices, it is inside the computer and stores the operating system softwares and files. The external storage devices, for example, CD, DVD, Blu-ray, external hard disk, pen drive, they are used to store extra data or transfer data from one computer to another. So storage devices help the computer remember information for a long time. Next, communication devices. The devices which are used to exchange the processed data and information are called communication devices. Examples include NIC network interface cards, which connects to the computer to a network, modem, which connects the computer to the internet, router shares internet with many devices. So communication devices help computers communicate with the world.
Alright, so this is where we'll stop for today. In this lesson, we discussed the basic functions of a computer and understood input, processing, and output. In the next class, we will continue this topic and learn deeper about the importance of software and applications of computers in various sectors. If this is your first time here, remember that this class is free on this channel. The remaining classes will be available for enrolled students through Google Classroom. Thank you for watching. Keep practicing what you learned today, and I'll see you in the next class.